I would like to, on behalf of all the Aztecs in San Diego State, welcome anybody from Syracuse who might be here, and we promise that we will have the wind die down by tomorrow. So you walk on this ship and marvel at the size of it, and then you get to the top and you see what they've done with the court, and it gives you goosebumps to walk out here. So we're privileged to be here playing a great program, right surrounding Veterans Day in a city driven by the military. I think it's fitting to be playing here against a great club like Syracuse. So we're very, very excited to be a participant. We look forward to the game tomorrow and everything that goes along with it.
All right, questions for Coach Fisher and for our San Diego State student athletes. I'll bring you the microphones from each side of the room.
Hey Coach Fisher, Bill Spalding from WAR Radio in Syracuse, and just a question about going up against Syracuse's zone defense. Did you have to change maybe how you install offenses in the preseason, knowing that you were starting with a team that played so much zone?
We did. As a rule, we've probably had a minimal amount of zone offense in before we open, and this year obviously playing a team like Syracuse, got the best zone defense in the country, we've had to work on it. And we've worked quite often, long, and I think we'll know what to do. The question whether we'll be able to get it done with length and athleticism and skill that we'll look at tomorrow.
Coach, do you think they'll change their zone at all if the weather stays like this?
Boeheim promised me he would play man-to-man. The weather is like this. He did not want to put us in an unfair advantage. And I've known Jim for a long time, and I've never known him not to be truthful. So I'm counting on if we got a win that Boeheim will play nothing but zone, and we'll go back to the old NBA rules where you couldn't play. I'm nothing but man-to-man. So hopefully that won't have to happen because we'll have good weather.
Yeah, hey Jamal, I'm wondering, because it's windy out, you guys haven't been out there practicing, but the Syracuse guys were out there practicing. I'm wondering, in terms of outside shooting against the zone, when it's pretty windy, how much more difficult will that be? Will you guys decide to try to do something a little bit different?
It makes it a lot difficult for us, but like Coach Fish said, we worked on a lot of zone offense, preparing ourselves for this game, so we're looking forward to playing them. And like you said, hopefully play man, but I doubt he plays man, but we did a lot of offense, just working on getting ready for the zone. So we don't contest on making a lot of jump shots, but we just want to win.
For the players, which of you has, in your growing up, spent the most time playing outside, and what can you tell your teammates about? What kind of tips can you use about shooting outside, whether it's wind or with no backdrop or whatever it is?
I played a lot when I was a little kid. That's just elementary ball. You don't really take it that serious. You're just playing basketball. So, the best thing that a lot of us guys did, we got a lot of shots up outside prior to this game. So getting ready and being used to it as it is now. So we know how it is shooting outside. A lot of us been going out getting a lot of shots outside, but now it's for us to really play on test on being on the boat, playing against a great team that runs on defense.
I played outside when I was a little kid, growing up with my father and my little brother, but I haven't played outside in a while, so it's going to be an adjustment, but like Jamal said, coach is going to have it prepared, and we'll be ready to play.
Coach, we talked a little bit about what this game means for San Diego State. You know, San Diego State doesn't have the basketball tradition that Syracuse does, but here you guys are, a top 20 matchup, first game of the season, on a battleship on national TV.
What this, I believe, tells a lot of people is that our program has come a long way over the last X number of years. We're proud of that fact. 2 years ago, we were rated preseason 25th. It was the first time in the history of the program that we had received top 25 rating AP. they did somersaults when we were 25th. And this year, when we were rated anywhere from 20th to 15th, 18th, they were all complaining that we were not rated high enough. So we're proud of what we've accomplished. I think the fact that they wanted us here, the fact that this is a nationally televised game that will be viewed by the country is indicative of the growth of our program. Obviously, Syracuse has got a long-standing, rich tradition, and Jim's been there for 35 years. And such a huge part of it. It's still relatively new for us. We like the feeling, we want to stay there, and in order to do that, we have to play people of the caliber of Syracuse and find ways to beat enough of them to maintain that talk in the same echelon.
Chase, so a lot of the focus today has been on the wind and that aspect of the weather, but did you get used to looking at the sun and kind of figuring out how that's going to be shooting in the sun at all today?
We all look at everything in the wind, the sun, but like I said before, to my teammates, the sun is like the lights in the arena. Just gotta get used to it, and like you said, we just gotta adjust and remember what our coach tells us on preparing for the zone. Just not let something doesn't go right the first time, just let it go and move on to the next play. So we just gotta stay focused and maintain our mental toughness.
Steve, with what happened with the two games on the East Coast last night and wind here, do you think that the carrier games might be a short-lived idea, despite excluding the military, just based on the weather problems?
Bernie, I don't know on that. Obviously, it was a disappointment for those that were playing and people that came to the networks and put it on. They have one game called, another called at halftime. We're here to play Syracuse. Syracuse came a long way to play San Diego State, so we're both hopeful that we will have a game that will be talked about and will be a wonderful event and an experience for both teams, both programs. And then what happens after that, I don't know. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm excited to be here, and I think it will be great for both programs, and it will be great for San Diego City to have this game be played tomorrow.
Coach, how much of what you do tomorrow in terms of defense and defending a team is predicated by the weather? If you walk out here and it's incredibly windy, do you change the way you play defense, or do you just go with what your plan has been and stick with it?
That's a good question. I would say that we would probably go in and say, here's what we planned on doing. Let's start that way, and if we need to make some adjustments in whatever fashion, then we would do it. I don't think we would change drastically. We're a man-to-man team. We're not going to all of a sudden go up a 2-3 zone of our own and say, shoot over us. So we'll just play man-to-man and adjust accordingly, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to find a way on occasion ourselves to get that ball inside against their zone.
Sean, what do you expect to be the challenge tomorrow going up against the Syracuse interior players?
I think the challenge is their size, their range, they're really bulky, so we have to compete on the rebounds. They're really aggressive on the rebounds, so it's definitely going to be a battle down low and like that. So we just got to be mentally tough and be ready and rebound as good as we can tomorrow.
Up here, Jamal, obviously I've seen you wear sleeves before. I think I've seen some other guys wear things, but that's just inside the house. When you're in this situation, we talked about the sun and the glare condensation. It's also quite cold as well. Do you guys think about wearing anything different out there, or prepping up a little bit differently just to deal with that?
I don't. I'm going with my same J-frame 21s swag. Long sleeves, shorts, socks, and shoes.
I think I'm gonna change up my swag just a little. I'm for sure gonna wear a long sleeve shirt on my jersey for the win. It's gonna be a tight fit, and I don't think it's gonna affect my game though. It's gonna be the same most of the time.
Coach Fisher, there's so many potential distractions in this game. Playing a preseason top 10 opponent on a boat in front of a national TV audience, especially with 6 newcomers and 3 freshmen. How do you kind of temper down those distractions and make sure they play like cool, calm, and collected?
We've had it from veterans, and they're up here now. You're looking at 3 guys that have started a lot of games for San Diego State and had very good success. They have provided, along with Deshaun, the leadership from the 3 freshmen and our 3 transfers that has set the table for how you want to do things. And I'm sure both teams, I watched some of these games that were on last night. I'm not talking about the Carrier game. When I got home, I watched a little bit of Kentucky, Maryland. First games are always a little bit chaotic. Doesn't matter who you play or where you play them. So we've got to make sure that we settle down and not let the one crazy play lead to 3 more to follow. And that's where we'll need Jamal and Deshaun and Chase next to set the table for us. That being said, some of our new kids and our transfers are pretty savvy and they're pretty smart. So I think they will blend in well with what we've got.
Anybody else with questions for Coach Fisher or for our San Diego State student athletes? One more and we'll be out of here.
Big Chase and you guys have played so many games against big-time opponents in different conferences, different venues. Talk about just the thrill of playing on a battleship. How cool is that?
Well, it's a great experience and a great memory that I can share with my bros and my coaching staff and my family. Man, it still hasn't hit me that we're gonna be playing on the boat and the water's right there. So this is just a great experience that we can just remember it by. Yeah, well, it's a great experience for everybody, our families, and everybody in San Diego, the community, the troops. This is overall just a great experience, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. It's going to be a great game tomorrow. It's a great Syracuse team.